New Year's resolution that will guarantee you tax-free wealth. Hey everyone, Adam Bergman here, tax attorney, founder of IRA Financial, and welcome to another episode of Adam Talks. On this episode, I want to talk about a New Year's resolution that I promise will make you rich, and not just rich for yourself, rich for your family as a legacy, and potentially even tax-free wealthy. And it all comes down to simple math. And it's called the power of deferral, power of compounding returns. And I'm going to explain to you by showing you, or at least talking to you and presenting to you simple numbers we all can understand that will show very simply that if you trust the process, consistently save for retirement and start as early as you can, you will have millions of dollars tax-free when you retire. Okay. And I'm telling you, this is a New Year's resolution. It's a New Year's gift to all of you. And whether you want to, join a gym or quit smoking or stop drinking, or maybe even drinking less, or at least maybe take a month off drinking, which I'm planning on doing in January. What we can do is say, you know what, this is the year that I'm going to start the good habit of saving and maximize my savings in a retirement account. And I'm going to start with IRAs and Roth IRAs and then move to 401ks and talk about, hey, even if you're in your 30s or 40s, it's not too late. You still have ample opportunity to generate huge amounts of wealth in a retirement account. Now, why do you want to save in a retirement account versus personally? Well, again, conceptually, simply, your money is going to grow faster when it's not subject to tax, right? It just makes sense, right? You make $100 and you don't pay tax, you keep $100. You make $100 and you pay 30% tax, you keep $70. Now you do that over the next 20, 30 years, not hard to see how much more money you're going to have, right? Anyone can figure that out. Okay. So it's a pretty simple concept. My kids can understand it. Our biggest problem is Americans, we are focused on short-term gratitude, short-term goals. We want to feel like we can acquire a win short-term. And that's not the way the retirement system works. And honestly, in life, that's not the way life works. All good things do come to those who wait and are patient. And the retirement system, because it's built on the power of numbers and mathematics, time is on your side. And you got to use time as an advantage and not a disadvantage. So what I'm going to do now is show everyone through numbers the power of the US retirement system. Okay. And it's super simple. Super, super simple. So here's some numbers to chew on. And we'll start small and we'll get bigger and bigger. And you can see for yourself or listen and hear for yourself what saving in a retirement plan can do. So let's start. You're 23 years old and you're going to put away $500 a year. Okay. And you're going to do this from 23 to 73. Okay. So even if you get promoted or later on in life, you are able to put away more money, you don't. You put away $500 a year, which we all can kind of do from age 23 to 73. Okay. And you assume an 8% rate of return, which is, pretty mild. If you look at the S&P 500 over the last 100 years, it generates over a 10% rate of return. So not super aggressive to think so. And this is what you would have. If you just did $500 a year from age 23 to 73, assuming an 8% rate of return, you're going to have $286,000 in your IRA tax-free. If you did in a Roth IRA, you would, so long as you're over 59 and a half, the Roth's been open at least 5 years, it'll all be tax-free. If you did in a taxable account, assuming a 25% rate of return, you would have approximately 150K. So you lose, less than, almost less than half Okay, so you can see for itself. So now let's say we go to 27 years old. Instead of $500 a year, you put $1,500 a year. Okay. And let's just assume, let's say rate of return from age 27 to 73, $627,000. Now, if you did a taxable account, you're approximately 370,000. Okay. Again, approximately half. Crazy, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. But this is math. It's not guessing. It's guaranteed. Now you say, well, Adam, 8% is high. What about 7%? Okay. That will get you 460. Now, if you say, hey, it's low, I think I can get 9.5. Okay. What is that going to do for me? That's going to do, now you're at, well, let's just say 10, keep it simple. You're at almost 1.2 million. Okay. So numbers matter. How much you put away matters. Obviously, your rate of return matters too, but the amount you put away, I think, matters more. So let's say now you're 30 and you're going to put away $2,500 a year. Okay. Assuming an 8% rate of return, 824,000 bucks. Okay. So let's say at 30, instead of 2,500, you do 5,500, 1.8 million. Okay. So what that means is from the age 30 to age 73, you put in $5,500 a year, every year. Assuming an 8% rate of return, you have $1.8 million. If you did in a taxable account, you'd have approximately $1 million. So you'd lose $800,000. Okay. 1.8 million bucks is money. Now you may say, well, time value of money, $1.8 million in 30 years won't be worth $1.8 million. Yeah, it probably won't. But if you look 30 years ago, 1.8 million was worth more than 1.8 million today. But today, $1.8 million is real money. You can still do a lot of great things with $1.8 million, especially when it's tax-free. Assuming add another 25% to that, now you're around $2.3 million because that's what you would have since this money is tax-free. So this is just very simple. So let's say you started 40, right? Okay, you put $5,500, you're down to 802. So what you put away definitely matters. Starting young matters even more. So instead of 40, let's say you started at 25, you got a good job, and you put away $5,500 a year, 2.6 million. Okay. So all this matters. Let's say you put away 6,000, starting at 28, $6,000 a year from 28 to 73, not even the max, $2.3 million tax free, which is like almost 2.6. You had another 25%. That's real money. Okay. So this is available to all of us. The system is literally rigged in our favor. I keep saying it. It's true. It's rigged in our favor. Okay. It is rigged in our favor. All we need to do is use it and take advantage of it and understand how it works. That's the biggest obstacle, is people don't understand how this works. So this is the point of the podcast. This is the New Year's resolution we all should be focused on, is how do I put away more in a retirement account? Okay. How do I do this? And that's going to be the most important thing. Okay. So here's some other numbers. Let's talk about, 401k, right? And I like to use these numbers, the lower numbers, because I don't want to assume that people can just put away $15,000, $20,000 a year. Okay. I don't want to assume that. I want to assume that people are going to put away, a more moderate amount, because it's kind of unreasonable to expect that you're going to be able to put away $15,000 a year every year. Okay, but let's do some numbers. So let's say you make $90,000. Okay, bear with me. Let's do some numbers. 90K. Let's say you're 30 years old. You're going to retire at 73, and your rate of return is, again, we're going to do 8%. Okay. What does that get you, right? So you make 90,000. Let's say you put away $9,000 a year. Okay. You're going to have $387,000 of contributions. Okay. Let's just do no employer match. Let's keep it simple. Okay. No employer match. You'd have, if you did that, okay, assuming you put away $9,000 a year from 30 to 73, an 8% rate of return, you'd have $3 million. Yeah, $3 million. So it's never too late. Let's say you start at 40 years old and you go to 73, 8% rate of return, $1.3 million. Okay, so it's never too late. Let's say you start at 50 years old and you go to 73, but instead of putting away 9,000, you put away $20,000 a year. Okay, so that's 1.2 million. It's incredible, right? So it's never too late. Some people are like, oh my God, I'm 40, I'm 50. I have no money in my retirement account. I'm hopeless. It's over, whatever. I'm just going to live life, enjoy, blow my money, gamble it away, or have fun, or go on crazy vacations, buy stupid cars. I don't care. What's the point? It's not too late. Look, here's the example. You start at 50, you go to 73, you put 20 grand a year, you'd have 1.2 million at 73. Let's say you don't put 20 grand away a year. Let's say you put, I don't know, let's say you do 12,000 a year. Okay, you're at 762,000. It's good, not amazing, but 762,000 tax free is still better than zero. Still better than saying, you know what, I'm hopeless, it's over, I don't need to save. No, you always should be saving. This is the smartest and best way to get rich. This is what rich people do to get rich. So now let's do some crazy stuff. Let's say you're 26 years old, you go to 73 and you put away 20 grand a year. Okay, which is possible. That's kind of what I've been doing, honestly. My father always told me, my first job as a lawyer, I was 25. I maxed out. I think it was like 18.5 or so, around that. And every year, my father always said, if you're going to save, just save in a retirement account. Max out your 401k, even if you blow all your other money. Max out your 401k. It's the best way to save because of deferral, tax compounding returns. Your money will double every 8 years, assuming an 8% rate of return. So if I put away 20 grand a year from 26 to 73, I'm going to have $9.2 million. I'll tell you when I get there. I'm far away from 73, but that's what I've been doing. So 20 grand a year from age 26 to 73, 9.2 million bucks, guys. I'm not joking with you. This is real numbers. This is math. I'm not making this stuff up. This is just simple mathematics. Okay. So let's say instead of 26, you start at 30. You're at 6.7 million. Pretty good, right? Let's say 26, you say, you know what, I'm going to do 10K a year. 4.7 million. Real numbers, guys. Real money. 2 million, 4 million, 9 million bucks. I mean, it's all doable. Okay. How about this? You start your first job, you're 24 years old, and you put away 10 grand a year from 24 to 73. 5.5 million bucks. Okay, now I hope I got your attention. I mean, this is a lot more exciting than going to the gym, getting a gym membership. It's definitely more fun than quitting smoking or stopping drinking. I can tell you that. You just got to be patient. And I know it goes against everything kind of we've been built on as Americans is like instant gratification, buying stuff online and getting that 2-day or 5-hour Amazon delivery or going to a fancy meal and getting our bellies full or having a great scotch or a great bottle of wine and just enjoying it. I know it takes time, but trust me, this is your sacrifice for you, for your family, and potentially your grandkids. Because if you die, let's say, God forbid, in your 70s, 80s, and you have 5 million bucks in a Roth 401k or Roth IRA, your spouse will get it tax-free. He or she can use it tax-free. And then you can leave it to your non-spouse, like kids, grandkids, and then they have 10 years to use those funds tax-free. So it's kind of like an insurance policy. Insurance, like a Roth IRA, a Roth 401k, is tax-free. So long as you're over 59 and a half, the Roth's been open at least 5 years, you can pull the money out tax-free. So it's like an insurance policy, but you actually can use a Roth during your life. So long as you're over 59 and a half, the Roth's been open 5 years. You can also pull out the contributions anytime you want tax-free. And like life insurance, you can leave it to a beneficiary tax-free, whether it's a spouse or a non-spouse, like a child, grandchild, they have use of those funds tax-free, just like life insurance. So that's why I like to equate Roth IRAs to life insurance. They're not just useful and very, very important retirement and life-saving type products, but they're also a legacy gift to your heirs, your kids, your grandchildren, your spouse, where they get tax-free use of the funds, just like life insurance. So it's so important, guys, and I just can't emphasize this enough. Um, this is the time to start. Okay, if you don't have an IRA, or even if you do have an IRA or Roth IRA, and maybe you put in money, you still have time to put in money in a Roth IRA for 23 up until April 15, 24. Even if you made more than $228,000, which is the Roth IRA limitation, if you're married, filed jointly, you can do what's called a backdoor Roth IRA, which just means you do an after-tax IRA and convert it to Roth. If you have access to a 401k at work, talk to your HR department, talk to your plan administrator, say, hey, what am I putting in? You may not know, but most employers actually do minimum 3% profit sharing matches. So if you made 80K, they put in an extra $2,400, but some of those matches only kick in if you put in at least 3%. So if you put in the 2,400 in that example, they would match and give you the 2,400. So more free money. You have to educate yourself and you have to be focused. I know it's not as exciting as scrolling through Instagram or looking at other stuff online, but this stuff matters. This is when you're going to hopefully thank me in 20, 30, 40 years and say, I remember, listening to this podcast or watching this video, this guy talking about compounding returns, deferrals, Roth IRAs, Roth 401ks, and it kind of resonated. It was New Year's 2024, and I was looking to make a change, start a new habit, something good, positive, and I'm doing this. And whether you do alternative assets through IRA Financial or stocks through a financial institution, I don't care, right? I don't care. You got to educate yourself. The most important thing is start, put away money, invest in what you like, right? The beautiful thing about the US retirement system is you can do stocks, mutual funds, bonds. You can also do alts like real estate or gold or investment funds, private business stock, cryptos. That's the beauty. You can do whatever you want. And that's what I'm all about. The ability to give people options and freedom to make the investment choices they want. That's what IRA Financial does. But again, some people don't feel comfortable doing alternative assets, and that's fine. That's more than fine. Invest in what you know, invest in what you like, invest in what you trust. Most importantly, save. Start early, be consistent, trust the process. It's going to take time. Okay. This system, the gains don't happen overnight. They don't. They don't just appear. You don't just have $2 million in an IRA or 401k. It'll take time. Don't look at your account every day. Look at it every quarter. Adjust when need be. Be a long-term investor. Think, where do I want to be in 20 years, 30 years? And just let that money work for you. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't cost you anything. Let the money come out of your paycheck, whether you take out $300 a month or $100 a month or $500 a month. Let it come out and get a deduction. It's Roth, it's after tax, and just save it. And don't even think about it and put it away and trust the process. Because if you don't trust me, trust Albert Einstein, trust Warren Buffett, that said compounding returns is the eighth wonder of the world. And the US retirement system with life insurance are the two best products that will help you take advantage of the power of compounding returns. So this is my gift to you, New Year's resolution. Happy 2024. Happy, healthy, prosperous New Year. Please, 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 please start an IRA, or Roth IRA, or 401k, or solo 401k if you're self-employed. Start one in 24, whether you want to do it at IRA Financial or Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab. I don't care. A competitor of mine, I don't care. Just start. Trust the process. Put in as much as you can every quarter, every month, every week, whether it's $1 a day, $10 a week, doesn't matter. Just start and let that money work for you and just put it away and be patient. Trust the process. Just think about your family. Think about, hey, I'm sleeping well at night. I know I'm doing this for my kids, for my husband, my wife, my grandkids. I'm going to leave them a tax-free legacy. So God forbid, but we're all going to be there when we're older and, thinking about what we could have done differently. Don't let this be one of those things saying, hey, I should have spent more time with my kids. And you know what? I should have listened to that crazy guy that said I should have started a Roth IRA in my 20s and 30s, because guess what? I could have had $4 or $5 million tax-free. And now I got bupkis. I blew it all doing stupid stuff. And I should just let it save. That extra $100 a month, $200 a month, I wouldn't even missed it. I didn't need it. I just blew it. And it could have been tax-free in an account that I could have now given to my kids or to charity or to my grandkids or my spouse, and as a legacy, and saying, hey, this guy did this for us. He left us millions of dollars tax-free for us. And that's pretty special. So that's it. Sorry for going off on a bit of a tangent, but this stuff like speaks to me. Why? Because it works. It's literally a holy grail, right? It's like God giving us like a secret code in the Bible. This is what the US retirement system is. The Democrats and Republicans, they rigged it for us because it works for both. It's bipartisan. It's the only part of legislation that's bipartisan, 100%, not foreign policy, definitely not healthcare, not abortion, not gun rights. Retirement accounts work. Why? Because they work for the right, the left, the middle, upper class, lower class, irrespective of religion, creed, hair color, whatever. It works for all of us. We just got to do it. So please, please, please take this as some consideration at least. Hopefully I've encouraged someone at least to go, hey, start an IRA, put $1 in, just get the process going. You can do things by auto save. We're coming up with a great auto save program where you can literally just pull money from your account, put it into an IRA, invest it. But even if you just want to do it yourself and just buy stocks, do it. Just do something, please. You'll thank me in the next 20, 30 years. Your family will thank me. I don't want anything. I'm not asking for a commission, maybe a nice bottle of wine. That's it. When you got a couple $1 million in a Roth IRA, that would be pretty nice. But this is a gift to all of you. Happy, healthy New Year. Trust me, I'm doing this. My family did this. All my friends, my clients are doing this. They're getting rich. Don't be left behind. The system works for all of us. Don't say, hey, I'm too old. I don't make enough money. I think my example showed you. I think we all can put away, if you put away $5 a day, let's say $1,500 a year, right? Let's keep it simple. $1,500 a year starting at 25 to 73, 735 grand, right? Let's say you started at 30. You got 494 grand tax free. But instead of $1,500, again, let's say you can do $5,000 starting at 25 years old. Okay, it's like $470 a month, 2.4 million tax free. It works. Just be patient. It's going to happen. It will work for you. I promise. Whether you buy stocks or gold or cryptos or real estate, it will work. Trust me. I've seen it thousands of times work with clients. I've been doing this 14 years. And I can tell you, I've seen the account values of my clients grow tremendously, whether all different types of investments. Why? They're putting in money. They're making good investments. They're investing in what they know and they like. They're trusting the process. They're being patient and they're getting rich. So the beauty of this is it's not a zero-sum game. We all can get rich, right? It's not like, hey, I'm the owner of the business. You guys are sweeping the floor. I make all the money. You don't. No, the retirement system is not zero-sum. We all can get rich. We all have the ability to put in $5,000 a year or $2,000 a year or $500 a year. We all can put in something, right? Even a little bit helps. It does. It's not massively significant, but it helps, right? Let's say you put away $1 a day, okay? It's not $365 a year, starting at 25 years old at 73. Okay, you'll have $179,000 tax rate. Okay, it's not game changing, but hey, maybe you buy yourself a condo. Maybe you help buy your kids a house. Maybe you help pay for your grandkids' college. Like it's money that can help you live. So it's all possible, whether you make a little bit or a lot or in the middle. This can all make a huge, huge difference in our lifetime and for our family. So that's all I got to say. I can speak about this for hours and hours a day because I just like want to seep into more and more people's heads. Just be patient. Don't even think about this stuff. It will work. I guarantee it. It's a guarantee. Okay. That's it. Have a great, great new year. Take care. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope inspired more than one of you to start an IRA or 401k or solo K. Be consistent, make some contributions, and just do it every year and be patient. Don't even think about it. Check your account every quarter and just watch it grow and have fun. And know you're doing a really, really important good deed for you and your family. That's it. Have a great day. Appreciate all the support. Happy New Year. I'll see everyone again next week. Ciao.